Hello and welcome. My name is Kylie Bartlett, host of dtgTV. And in this week's episode, I'm going to talk about the difference between Facebook business pages and Facebook groups. I'm sure that you've seen the difference. You've probably been spammed to actually join both, to like a page or to join a group. But do you actually know what their roles are and the pros and cons to both? I get asked this quite a lot from my clients: should they set up a business page or a Facebook group? And my response is, well, it depends what you're hoping to achieve. So let me explain the difference between both of them, and then I'll give you some examples of when you would use them, and you can make the decision for yourself. So a Facebook business page, think of it like it's an upgrade to your personal profile. It is very much around your business. It's an extension of, I guess, your website. It's showing off your products and services, showing off your wares. It is a public platform. It's a lot more professional than using your personal profile to talk about your products and services, which, if you read Facebook's T's and C's, you're not meant to be using your personal profile for business. So it's an upgrade to your personal profile. You can run ads on it, you can get insights, you can get data, you can do all the great things like uploading videos and posts and images and galleries and photo albums, all those great things. And it does give it a sense of professionalism. You can do posts in there around a blog from your website, from YouTube. So it has some really great functions. But remember, from a psychological point of view, when you ask me to like your page, I know somewhere down the line you are going to try and sell me something. It is an association of a page is around selling. Whereas a group, on the other hand, is like a club where it's very community driven. A Facebook page is about selling and a Facebook group is about serving. Now, whilst you might set up the group, you've got to kind of let go of the control a little bit and hand over the reins to the community that it has a say as well. Let me give you an example. You might be a part of a runners group, a book club, a mothers group. It could be a business networking group. And whilst you might set the group up, you then also have different committee members that play a role in that group. So it's the same goes on Facebook. You can elect some of your community group members to become moderators or administrators of that group. What I love about group from a psychological perspective is I don't feel like I'm going to be sold to as much, and that it actually is moderated and run and led and communicated by the members of the group, like a community. Now, what you want to do is you don't want to call your group the name of your business, because then you're probably better off to do a business page. You want to talk about what the outcome of what your business does and call it that. So you might be, let's say, a naturopath and you're called ABC Wellness. You'd call your business page that, but by calling a group ABC Wellness, it kind of gives me that feel it's going to be very salesy. I would be inclined to call it something like Wellness Hub or Healthy Club or something like that. That's the outcome of what you do, and you just happen to be the ambassador, the sponsor of that group. It has a very different psychological feel. I love groups. You could be a restaurant that has a business page, and because of COVID you've closed down, and you choose to set up a cooking club. And so what you could do is set up a group, invite your normal diners that come into your restaurant to form part of your group, and then you could set up cooking lessons within the group. So now it has very much that intimate feel about it. And what's just happened, which is really exciting, I'm not sure if it's even available in Australia at the moment, but you can set up an event, and it can be a paid event. You can do that on a business page as well, but imagine setting up a paid event in your group, a cooking class on how to cook the best curry, and you can now ask people to pay to attend that event that is housed within the group. There is so much that you can do in a group. I believe in the coming weeks you're going to be able to advertise within a group. So it's going to have a lot more functionality. You're going to be able to get insights and data like you can on a business page. So I guess when weighing up what are you going to do, I definitely believe that everyone needs a business page. It's kind of building your authority. It shows trust. It shows you're the real deal rather than using a personal profile. It's a kind of like an extension to your website. You need one. But if you're in an industry, in particular B2B as well, where you want to have an intimate relationship with your community, with your clients, with your customers, I highly recommend setting up a group. You could be a business coach that wants to add value add, education, polls, you could be doing surveys, running live Facebook group events, videos within the group. As I said, if you're in B2C, you could be in hospitality and you want to run cooking classes. You could be a gym now that you want to run a virtual Pilates class. You could set up a Pilates group and start using that group to do virtual Pilates training, whereas in the past you had to do that offline, and you might have promoted the timetable on your business page. So I'm just trying to give you examples. I don't think you need both. You definitely not negotiable in business need a business page, but get creative around how you could use a group and understand that the psychology behind it is a lot different. People are more inclined to open up as well because they feel safer in a group. There are 3 types of settings that you can put on a group. There can be a public group where anyone from the outside can see the members and the conversations in the group. The next layer down is called a private group, where you can see the members in the group but can't see their conversations. And then the third layer is called a secret group, where you can't see the members or the conversations. And that gives people that sense of security and safety. So for example, you might be a dietitian and you are wanting to set up a Facebook group for weight loss. And you might be specializing in women, how to lose weight after they've had a baby or something like that. Now, I would encourage you to set up a secret group in encouraging your clients to to actually join a secret group where women can divulge and share their stories around their challenges of weight loss, knowing that the outside world is not going to see it. Whereas in a business page, any comment that you write on a business page is open for the public to see. So I think I've given you enough examples. I love groups. I think that they can be a great value add to businesses, and especially in COVID with lockdown, using some of the virtual functionality to compensate for people not being able to come into your business. You can tell I really love groups, but I think you need both of them if you're in that space where you want to have an intimate relationship with your customers. I hope you found this week's episode of dtgTV to be useful, and until next week, bye for now.